So do you think last week when you guys getting that big win at the end of the calendar year in Utica, can that serve as sort of a turning point to get things back in the right direction results wise?
I think so. I think we've been battling hard, we've been playing really hard, and the results just haven't been there. So a game like that, at the end of a 3-4, being down late, scoring with the empty net, and finding a way to win in the shootout, it just kind of shows if you just keep sticking to the process, things are going to start to go in. And I mean, even in that game, we could have scored a handful more, and so we're hoping that if we keep playing that way, the games might not be that close. Hopefully, coming up, we get a few where we don't have to go to overtime, which would be a nice change of pace. But obviously, it shows play the right way, you're going to get rewarded.
When you talk about sticking to the process, because you've been here for 3 years, it's probably easier to see that process and know that it's coming. Do you think it's more challenging for guys that haven't been in your organization, especially rookies, to kind of stay diligent on that now?
Yeah, I think the rookies do. I think even guys like myself who have been here for a few years and have been through. I mean, it's pretty much been roughly the same almost every year, where we score a lot at the beginning, we give up a lot of goals, and we kind of start to give up less goals, but then we're not scoring goals, and then maybe some other things like competing and just focus on the basics kind of go away just a little bit. And once you kind of start putting those things all together, then things start trending in the right direction. And I think that's kind of where we're at right now. We're starting to fix a few things and have cleaned up some things that we need to work on early and start moving forward. And that's what happened last year with us. Kind of at the end of the year, we started to put everything together and went on a nice run. And I think just for the older guys that have been here, just to know that it does work, and the way we've done it, it's been proven to have gotten us to being at our best when it matters the most. And so I think we have enough veterans in this lineup where the rookies are understanding that, and the guys who have been here who believe in the process. I think that's the biggest thing, is that there's a belief in the way that we do things.
When you talk about some of these things cleaning up, what your take on special teams? Zach said that shooting the puck on the power play more would help. Obviously, PK being where it was. Cleveland's middle of the pack power play, that special teams was the difference the last time you guys played them. So, what do you have to do right on that side of the puck to win the others?
Well, obviously, like you said, you want to win the special teams battle any night. Whenever games are even, it's tough to win if you don't. Like Utica, we lost that special teams battle, and it made us pull our goalie and score late. So I think it just kind of depends how the power play is going. Some games, if you're moving it well and you scored a few early, then you might look to pass a little bit more, try to make a nice play, versus maybe right now the power play is not clicking as much in zone. So just simplifying things, and you do that 5-on-5 as well when things are clicking. You might want to make some more plays when things aren't. You just play a little bit simpler, and I think tonight could be a good night for us to be simple on the power play and just be simple in the PK too. Just try to do your own job and not try to overextend or try to do too much yourself. Just play smart, because even though they are middle of the pack, they have some really good offensive players on that team that can score. I think they went maybe 3 for 3 against us on the power play last time we played. So that was obviously a difference. We outscored them 5-on-5, and so like I said, special teams is a difference, and just got to keep it simple.
You've had success against them this season, but collectively, they're on the 10 they've been monsters. They won 15 of the last 18. So when you play them, what do you see that makes them so difficult and is kind of allowing them to run away with the division there now?
I think they just play really hard. I think they've had a lot of their players called up to the Blue Jackets, throughout the season. Even when we played them, they've had some call ups, and so the guys that are in the lineup aren't, I guess, your quote unquote like special or offensive guys. I guess they're a lot of guys who just work hard, play simple, and play the right way. And when you do that, over and over throughout 60 minutes, it leads to really good results, and they've seen that. And they've had some really good goaltending too. Their goalies put up some good numbers. He's played well against us, and that obviously is going to help them too when their goalie's playing well, and they're playing simple. And like you mentioned before, if they get 1 or 2 on special teams and they play that well in hard 5-on-5, it can be tough to beat a team like this when they got a goalie that's playing that well. So they're a pretty simple team that they just play hard. So we have to be ready for their compete.
There's been a lot of additions to the roster that they movement from Buffalo and that's not on the other side of that, getting opportunities over your time with the Sabres as well. What do you see as what guys can be about learning about the themselves as hockey players when they go in, when they're back here in practice?
I think it's just about being a professional, and no matter where you are, you're responsible for your own job, and take pride in what you do. And if you're at the NHL level, take pride in what you do. If you're here, do the same things. There's a reason that either you got there or the reason that you are here. So I think it's obviously tough with how many guys are going up and down. It's hard to kind of keep that chemistry sometimes, but if you're doing all you can individually, that's the best thing you can do. Just be a good teammate every day. Just be positive. I know it can be tough. We got a lot of guys down here right now, so some guys are kind of in and out of the lineup. I know that can be tough, but the best thing you can do through times like that is stay positive. And if you're negative and feel sorry for yourself, it's not going to change. I was kind of going through that a year or two ago, where I was finding myself in and out of the lineup, and I felt sorry for myself for a little bit, and I realized that doesn't do anything for you. So just doing what you can every day to get better and prove that you can get in the lineup, and when you're there, just be as good as you can. So.